Hi, and welcome back to Reading with Jenny. I hope everyone is enjoying their first few days in their brand new classrooms. And I always used to wonder, who my teacher would be. And what if your teacher was a sandwich? Is that crazy? Well, this new book is called Mr. S. It is written by Monica Arnaldo, a writer and illustrator from Montreal, and I had to read this book. Mr. S. The kids in room 2B could tell something was wrong. Even though it was their very first time at school, they had the sense that something was missing. "Where's the teacher?" someone whispered. "Shouldn't they be here by now?" asked someone else. And if you look out the window, it looks like a tree fell on his car. The children looked at each other and then back toward the front of the class. Where there should have been a teacher, there was only a stack of papers, a mug of coffee, and an impressive-looking sandwich. "No teacher means no rules," cheered half the class. "Absolutely not," scolded the other half. But before they could argue any further, a loud thwack came from the front of the room as a ruler clattered to the ground. "Who did that?" the kids whispered, eyeing the teacher's desk nervously. But there was only a sandwich. The clock ticked and the mug steamed, but the sandwich lay remarkably still. "You don't think," said one half of the class. "Don't be ridiculous," said the other. I love their eyes. "Look," called a kid from the back of the room, pointing to the chalkboard. There, written in perfectly neat handwriting, was a name, Mr. S. As one, the children murmured, "Mr. Sandwich." That settled it. Everyone got straight to work. They moved swiftly through the day's lessons. C is for club sandwich. D is for double-decker. Look what's going on outside the window. Mr. S was tough but fair. "I will not throw food." No, the car is on fire now. The kids all loved art class. Look over here. Story time ran a bit long. Next page, please. Music class was especially unconventional. "Mary had a little ham, little ham, little ham. Mary had a little ham on some nice rye bread." Yummy, I'm suddenly very hungry. As the day went on, some students began to wonder, is there something unusual about Mr. S? We've never had a teacher like him. We've never had a teacher at all. The children argued quietly, and then not so quietly. "A sandwich can't be a teacher. Why not? Yeah, there's all sorts of teachers. Piano teachers, salsa teachers, computer teachers." Suddenly the door burst open. Slam! The children in room 2B were perfectly silent as a very wet man made his way to the front of the class. "Children," said the man, whose jacket was smoking as though it had recently been on fire. "I'm so sorry I'm late." The kids blinked at one another. "I've had an unusual morning," he continued, "so I'm afraid we didn't have time for a proper introduction." The wet and smoky man picked up a piece of chalk and began to write on the board. The children's eyes darted back and forth between the two figures in front of the class. "I'm Mr. Spencer, your principal. And I see you've already met your teacher, Mr. S." Keep up the great work, everyone. I can tell this is a special group. Looking around the room, the children had to agree. "We never doubted you, Mr. Sandwich," said half the class. "Well, maybe just for a minute," said the other half. Mr. S was as composed as ever. "That's quite all right, children, but actually my name isn't Mr. Sandwich. The S stands for..." And we'll never know. Could you imagine having a sandwich as a teacher? On that note, what is your favorite sandwich? I just might go ahead and make a turkey club sandwich for lunch. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for reading with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe below so you don't miss out on any of the wonderful stories we will be reading together.